Listen and practice. Elara often sat alone, her headphones on, but understanding English conversations felt like deciphering ancient runes. She desperately yearned to connect, to express her thoughts fluently, yet a wall of insecurity constantly held her back. The vibrant world of native speakers seemed impossibly distant, a private club she couldn't join despite all her diligent efforts. She subscribed to countless channels, devoured grammar books, and practiced vocabulary lists until her eyes blurred. Still, when someone spoke directly to her, her mind went blank, and her tongue felt heavy. How to improve your listening skills was a constant search query, yielding endless, seemingly unhelpful advice. One evening, scrolling through language forums, a simple phrase caught her eye: listen and practice. It wasn't revolutionary, but something about its directness resonated deeply. She realized she'd been passively consuming, not actively engaging with the sounds and rhythms of the language, missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. She started a new routine. Instead of just listening, she'd repeat phrases aloud, mimicking intonation and speed. Podcasts, interviews, even movie dialogues became her active classroom. She played short clips repeatedly, focusing intently on every single syllable, determined to internalize the flow. Her ears slowly began to tune in. Individual words started separating from the rapid stream of speech. The once daunting task of comprehension became slightly less overwhelming, like tiny lights flickering on in a previously dark room. This focused listening was truly beginning to pay off for her. Then came the terrifying hurdle: speaking. The thought of engaging with strangers made her stomach churn. How to talk to anyone in English was her next challenge. She knew listening was one thing, but producing coherent sentences, especially under pressure, was entirely another monumental task. A friend suggested finding online language exchange partners. Elara hesitated, picturing awkward silences and embarrassing mistakes. Yet, the desire to communicate, to truly use her blossoming skills, finally outweighed her profound fear of imperfection. She took a deep breath and signed up for a session. Her first conversation was indeed halting. She stumbled over words, her grammar faltered, and she frequently resorted to gestures. However, the patient smile of her partner, Liam, encouraged her. He understood her struggle, offering gentle corrections and patiently waiting for her to formulate her thoughts. Liam introduced her to a method for remembering words, not just isolated terms, but in context. He suggested creating small, personal stories or scenarios using new vocabulary, making them more memorable than rote memorization. This vivid technique revolutionized her approach to vocabulary acquisition. How to remember words transformed from a generic search query into a personalized, effective strategy. She started keeping a dedicated notebook, filling it with quirky sentences and mental images tied to new expressions, making the learning process surprisingly enjoyable. She also tackled the challenge of sounding natural. Liam, being from London, introduced her to the nuances of "let's talk in British English." He explained common idioms, phrasal verbs, and the subtle differences in pronunciation that distinguish it. Elara found herself enchanted by the varied accents and expressions. She practiced articulating sounds she previously ignored, slowly shedding her self-consciousness. The journey of mastering a specific English variant became an exciting, personal quest rather than just a daunting academic exercise. Her confidence grew with each conversation. She no longer feared making mistakes, viewing them instead as valuable stepping stones. Every mispronounced word, every grammatical slip, became a lesson, a chance to refine her understanding and improve her fluency. The initial awkwardness of how to talk to anyone in English began to dissipate. She discovered that most people were incredibly supportive and genuinely appreciated her efforts. This realization was a huge relief, freeing her from the self-imposed pressure. How to learn words became a daily ritual she genuinely looked forward to. She used flashcards, language apps, and, most importantly, integrated new vocabulary into her daily conversations. Active usage cemented the words in her long-term memory. She began watching British dramas, paying close attention to dialogue and colloquialisms. The specific rhythms of "let's talk in British English" started to feel less foreign, more intuitive. Her ear became finely tuned to the subtle inflections. Her listening skills, once her weakest point, had dramatically improved. She could follow complex discussions, grasp different accents, and even pick up on jokes and sarcasm. The world of English content was now fully accessible to her eager mind. She started initiating conversations herself, asking open-ended questions and actively listening to the replies. How to speak with people transformed from a dreaded task into an enjoyable exchange of ideas and perspectives, enriching her life immensely. The fear of judgment slowly melted away, replaced by genuine curiosity. She realized that communication was about connection, not perfection. This profound shift in mindset truly liberated her from her self-imposed linguistic prison. Elara found herself engaging with diverse individuals from various backgrounds. Each interaction broadened her understanding of cultures and perspectives. English became her bridge to the world, a powerful tool for forging meaningful relationships globally. She even joined an online book club focused on British literature, enthusiastically discussing plot points and character development. Her passion for "let's talk in British English" grew with every nuanced literary analysis. The journey had been arduous, filled with moments of frustration and self-doubt. Yet, the consistent application of "listen and practice" and the courage to "how to talk to anyone in English" had yielded incredible results. Her once timid voice now carried a newfound confidence. She could articulate complex thoughts, share personal anecdotes, and even debate different viewpoints with surprising ease and eloquence, a testament to her dedication. Friends noticed her transformation, commenting on her improved fluency and her vibrant enthusiasm. They often asked for her tips, curious about her secret to conquering such a challenging language. Elara shared her story, emphasizing the importance of consistent effort and a growth mindset. She highlighted how critical it was to listen and practice daily, making it an integral part of one's routine. She explained that how to improve your listening skills, wasn't just about hearing, but about actively processing and internalizing the language's intricate patterns and subtle nuances. For those struggling with speaking, she advised, how to talk to anyone in English means starting small, embracing mistakes, and finding supportive conversation partners. Fear is the biggest barrier to progress. On vocabulary, she stressed the power of active learning. How to remember words involves personalizing the words, creating vivid connections, and using them frequently in real conversations. She also passionately advocated for finding a specific focus, like, let's talk in British English, to make the learning journey more engaging and less overwhelming for new learners. Elara's story became an inspiration, a testament to what dedication and the right strategies can achieve. She was living proof that English proficiency was within reach for anyone truly committed to the journey. The phrase, "learn English," was no longer just a goal, but a lived reality, a vibrant part of her daily existence, opening doors to endless new opportunities and enriching experiences globally. Her ability to how to speak with people freely and confidently became her greatest reward. It wasn't just about language, it was about genuine human connection and shared understanding. She reflected on those early days of struggle, the moments of despair and the temptation to give up. The contrast between then and now was truly astounding, a complete metamorphosis. Every success, no matter how small, fueled her determination. Each coherent sentence, each grasped idiom, each smooth conversation contributed to her growing self-assurance in English. She discovered a community of fellow learners and native speakers online, a supportive network where she could listen and practice, without fear of judgment, fostering constant improvement. These interactions became her favorite part of the day, a constant source of new knowledge and cultural insights. She eagerly awaited new sessions, ready to engage her blossoming skills. Her command of British English continued to deepen, allowing her to appreciate the subtleties of British humor and express herself with greater nuance and authentic cultural flair. She found herself automatically correcting others sometimes, gently guiding them towards more natural phrasing or vocabulary choices, a sign of her intuitive understanding. The feeling of effortlessly conversing, of laughter shared, of deep discussions without linguistic barriers, was something she cherished profoundly every single day. Her life had undeniably expanded. Travel became more fulfilling, professional opportunities broadened, and her personal connections transcended geographical boundaries entirely. Elara realized that learning a language was never truly finished, it was an ongoing, exciting adventure. There was always more to discover, more to refine, more to experience. She decided to start her own online group, dedicated to helping others learn English by sharing her proven strategies and fostering a positive, encouraging environment. Her group focused on practical application, daily listen and practice challenges, role-playing for how to talk to anyone in English, and creative how to remember words exercises. They even had themed days, like Let's Talk in British English Tuesdays, where everyone tried to speak with a British accent and discuss UK culture exclusively. Elara's journey was a powerful reminder that perseverance and the right approach could transform what seemed impossible into a remarkable achievement for anyone. From a hesitant listener to a confident speaker, she had navigated the complex world of language acquisition with unwavering determination and strategic practice. Her success resonated with many, proving that true fluency comes from consistent effort and a willingness to step outside one's comfort zone repeatedly and often. The initial question, how to improve your listening skills, had evolved into a comprehensive mastery, allowing her to understand even the fastest native speakers. And the once daunting, how to talk to anyone in English, became a source of genuine joy, a tool for building bridges and forging new, meaningful relationships. Her story became a beacon for countless others on their own language learning paths, showing them the way through dedication and smart, consistent effort. She continued to advocate for active learning, emphasizing that true fluency isn't just about knowing words, but about using them confidently and correctly. Elara's message was simple: immerse yourself, embrace imperfection, and keep practicing every single day, even when it feels challenging or frustrating. Her transformation was complete, a testament to her remarkable dedication, but her exciting learning journey was far from over. She remained a passionate student and an inspiring mentor to all her new friends. The power of listen and practice had truly unlocked her potential, turning a language barrier into a pathway for incredible global connection and understanding. And so, Elara, once shy and hesitant, now confidently embraced every opportunity to "Let's talk in British English" and "How to speak with people" around the globe.